Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys behind the scenes of doing a live challenge. So I decided I want to do the lawnmower challenge across Greenville again, and I wanted to do it live this time, and I decided we're going to make this a New Yearly tradition. So I decided I wanted to show the behind the scenes of how we do this. So basically, I was in Greenville last night because I'm voicing this over the next day. But I decided to drive 4 different routes. There's Route 1, Route 2, and Route 3, 4. And there were 7, but my editing app wouldn't let me show all of them. But that's fine because the others were not great. They were kind of going out of your way just to get there, so it was a little ridiculous to do it. Literally, Route 4 is the only one that is taking that. They went through Horton. Horton is the new little town on the side of Greenville, and it does lead out by the campground, but when I did that, I was like, oh, this is going to be fun. This would be cool to do live because I wanted to show the new town. But honestly, I don't think it's worth going out of the way because it's still, if you go through Horton, you end up by the campground near the dealership. And you can, when you drive Horton, you end up by Round Rivers, and then there's this long road you could take to get to the dealership, or you can cut through town, and that still has you on the opposite side of where you need to be. So I'm going to tell you the pros and cons of all the routes. So Route 1 is basic. The only thing I don't like about it, because it just cuts through town, the only thing I don't like about it is it's very similar to the one we did in the original, and I just want it to be different. Because I don't want it to be repetitive. Oh, she's going to drive through town on her lawnmower again. I want it. That's why we did different spots. We're going from the long road from Cats Park now back to the area by the school and animal daycare. So I wanted to mix it up. And then the year after this, I'll mix it up more. And then it's just going to get mixed up. It's not going to be the same road. And then, all right, Route 2, I really like it. You basically have to line that road that takes you by Leo's Diner. And then you go down the road that leads to the apartments. And you have to drive past everything. There's nothing out there. After the apartments, all you see is nothing. The only building you'll see after all of that is probably the airports, and then you have a gas station at the Burger King. Well, Burger Night. But I really like Route 2. The only thing I don't like is I would need to make a plan of how I'm going to drive through there, because if the lawnmower dies, I'm not allowed to respawn it. I only can respawn it if it's stuck. I'm only able to fill it with gas if I walked all the way to Burger King Night or wherever. So that's the only thing that scares me, especially if the vehicles in Greenville, after you drive them for too long, their gas doesn't stay as long. So that could be an issue. But if I make a plan, I could do that one. And that one actually I really want to do because it would be interesting. Route 3, you just cut through the neighborhood instead of just driving through the highway, which isn't a terrible idea. I don't hate it, but it's just that's the only thing that makes it up is you go through the neighborhood. And then Route 4, you go through Horton, and then you, I think, hop on the highway. Yeah, and then we get on the highway, which I don't. Oh no, you get onto that long road that takes you to the campground by the dealership. The only thing I don't like is, like I said earlier, it puts us on the opposite side, so it feels like unnecessary wasting of time when you could just cut through town. But it's just cool. And also with this challenge, we are going to set a certain amount of days. I think we're going to only do 3 days in like Greenville time to get there. And I think Route 2 is the one we're going to pick because that's the only one that I actually have tiny bits of faith in to actually get us to where I need to be. So that's our decision for now. Oh, and also today we also announced that we are going to do this again on the community post. So that's that for now. I will be back when we have more to do. I think the next thing we're going to have to do is plan because I, right now, have no clue what or even how we are going to do this as of right now. Like, we have our route. That's good. But we need to figure out how many landmarks there are because we need to stop to take pictures of those like we did in the first one because that's also a part of it. The challenge isn't complete until you have all the farms and landmarks. Landmarks like lakes, Cats Park, and whatnot. So we'll have to go through and count those. I counted them too, but it was like really late when I was driving through. So we'll count those again. And then we also need to figure out like a plan because I do not want to have to like sit there on live trying to figure my plan out. I want to have a plan before I'm live because I didn't have a plan in my other one, but I was able to edit out me trying to figure out the entire plan. And like that's what I did most of the nights while I was waiting for it to become day again because you can't use your headlights if it's day. And that's what's gonna make it interesting about this is it's probably gonna be night and it's gonna like snow probably. So that will be interesting, but I can't see well enough in the snow or the night in Greenville. I just can't. I'm like blind. So basically we need to have a plan before we're on live. So I don't waste time doing that. So I'll be back when I'm ready to try and figure out a plan and see all the landmarks. So I'll be back in like 10 seconds for you guys or a month for me. Who knows? Hello everyone. It is currently January 11th. And it's been about, I want to say, a little over a week since we drove all our routes and released our community post that we were doing it again. So today we're going to go ahead and drive the route 2, just a reminder, even though you guys just saw it like 10 seconds ago. But for me, it's been like a week. So we're going to drive Route 2 and stop to take screenshots of all the landmarks, like farms, Cats Park, all of that. So let's go ahead and get started. I just want to say we have well over a month, not well over, but we have about over a month until we do this. And I just am like, why are you doing it all now when you can wait till closer? Because I need to have a plan for this. Like, I always have plans for things. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that everything's planned well because, again, we're going to be live. I don't want to have to try and make new plans, which I'm not going to make a backup plan. Hopefully that doesn't mess up. Hopefully I don't regret not making one. But, I mean, that would be fun more to make a backup plan than just the general plan, if that makes sense. So we're going to go ahead and get going to start. So I'm going to cut to when I am over there. Okay, so we are all the way over there. Now we're going to drive the route. Keep count if I miss anything. Also, don't mind my terrible driving skills. I usually play on my phone or Roblox. So, my computer skills are definitely not great. So, let's see. One farm, right here. So let's screenshot this. I guess it's technically one whole farm. Here's Cat's Park. We're not supposed to drive in this way, so we'll just kind of. I probably didn't need to jump out of the car. But screenshot is one farm. Hello. It's kind of off, but because we'll have a mower, we can just cut right through the grass. It's like right here. So that's 3 landmarks. Not bad. So I used those pictures we took, and I kind of made a mini little, like, notes. So I'll probably have my computer on because I will live stream on my phone because, I don't know, I just can only live stream on my phone. I cannot on my computer. It did not go well the first time. So we're going to do that on my phone, but I'll have my computer kind of, like, in the background for me to see so I don't forget anything because, again, I'm live. I don't want to have to go back and forth because I don't want it to be boring. But we do have some things. So the top just says their stops and then their descriptions. So on the road by Cat's Park, and it's that farm with the 3 barns. And then stop 2, you should know this one, or at least you should, Cat's Park. I really should. Like, Cat's Park is Cat's Park. I'm always over there. And then stop 3, on the road by the apartments, you will go through grass to get to this one. P.S. There will be a super small gray house by it. This one I didn't know existed for the longest time. So, because, like, I knew it existed, but then they had the map revamp where I could not figure out where it was. And so now I kind of need to hope I will see this one. I should have went in free cam and got a better picture of it. But I think we're going to end that for today, you guys. So I will be back in probably a week from today we're probably going to work on a plan. We're going to kind of drive a plan just to see. Actually, I think maybe next week we'll look at possible schedules. Let me look at a calendar real quick and we'll figure it out. Yeah, next week I think we'll drive and make a plan of how we want things to go, which I will probably also put into a little PowerPoint like I did these. So, technically, if I count, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have about 6 weeks. No, 5 weeks, I want to say. Because we're going to do it around probably President's Day, but that we need to figure out what day because I have a lot of videos scheduled and a lot of things planned for next month. So I'm just going to be super busy. Okay, hello everyone. It's now January 18th. So today we're gonna do a little bit of planning. How are we gonna plan, you ask? I'm gonna do something that's a little risky. Like, it's not risky, it's just it might take forever. I'm going to go into free cam in Greenville. All right. So I made the plan up. I didn't film it, but I made the map, and the pink line is the route. Real quick for you, like, why is the words pink? It's because I tried to write black words, and I feel like I would not be able to see them too well, and I was like, oh, maybe green, and then I'm like, is that gonna blend in? So I just I'm gonna go pink. So I kind of have instructions now added. I have start, stop, farm 1, Cats Park, Leo's next stop, the apartments, farm 2, Burger Night, Cleaners, finish line. So the first one is farm 1, then Cats Park, and then when you see Leo's gas station, it says stop if you need gas. So then apartments is where we'll stop and end day 1. And then we will then we're going to go to the farm the next day, and then when you get to the gas station by Burger Night / the Cleaners, stop if you need gas. And then after that, we'll try to finish. When you see it on the little map, you're like, oh, it's not that far. It's farther. It's further in person, for sure. Well, in Roblox. Okay, great. So now we have the places to stop, the map, and we have all of the landmarks. So I shouldn't forget much. So I think we're gonna take this as the end for today. But when we come back next week, I think will be a good time to kind of do some more things in real life that I have to do for it. Like, not real life, but outside of Roblox. So I think next week we are going to look at a calendar, and we're going to try and figure out what day do we want to do the live stream. And I think February 1st is when I'm going to release another community post talking about just what we're going to do in general and the rules. Oh, after that, we need to make some rules. So maybe next week we'll make rules too, or February 1st we'll make the rules to see. Okay, hello everyone. It's currently January 25th. Yes. And I sat down and I made this calendar of February, and I circled all the possible dates. So the reason here is not circled is that's next week. That's not enough time. And we're supposed to write down the rules in Canva then. Then here, we're going to go ahead and make the thumbnail. Then here, we're going to drive it one more time. And if we're going to drive it one more time, I'm willing to do it here. But I do not think that's going to work for me a Sunday. I think usually I have plans. Plus, I think I'm going to be busy. So, one second. I need to get them. Actually, I'll use a pen instead of a marker. So, I think we're going to cross here off. I could do here. I don't have any plans. I might have plans for the 18th and the 20th. So, those 2 days aren't going to really work well. Same here. I'm not going to have time. So, that leaves 1, 2, 3. Oh, let me cross these days off too, because they are not going to work for us. So that leaves 4 days. So I need to pick one I think will work best. On Wednesday, I usually film. So I don't know if that's going to work too well for me, because I have a video that might take all day planned. So I think we might cross that one off. So that leaves these three. I think we might do President's Day, you know, like as a celebration and stuff. So I think I'm going to circle President's Day as the day we pick. Okay, that was super quick. So now, let's go ahead. Today's going to be an easier planning day for us. All that we have left, because I spent more time making the calendar than I just did, oh, I need to do this and I need to do that. So, we're going to go ahead and write down the day we're doing this and make it a community post, and we're going to schedule it for the 1st. All right, so I think I'm going to just start with my usual hi everyone with our little exclamation point. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and get into like telling them that's the date we chose. Stay tuned, and this is the time. We will see more on this soon or next week. So that was super easy. We did really good today. That is amazing. It's nice to actually do an easier thing because the last couple of weeks we've been pushing myself a lot. I spent hours on the past couple of weeks. So now we are going to go ahead and you guys are going to see next week, February 1st. And that's when we're going to go ahead and hop back into Canva and write down the rules. So I will see you guys next week. Hello, everyone. It is now February 1st, and we are going ahead and kind of being more simple today once again, because again, we did a lot the last couple of weeks. I am on my phone, and we are going to go ahead and write down the rules today. So everything's actually super small because I'm on my phone, so I kind of just got to zoom in on Canva. And we're writing the rules. So actually, I have on the TV, because I don't have my computer out right now, I have on the TV all the rules because I wrote them on the screen in our past one. So what I'm going to do is kind of write the rules. So let's go ahead and go rules. That's all, I guess, for today. That was super easy. Next week, we are getting extremely close to it. It's at the end of the month, so it's not that close, but it's close. And so basically next week, we're going to make the thumbnail for the challenge, the live stream. And we'll schedule and that's it for then. And then the Saturday before, we actually have to go into Greenville and drive the route without stopping. We're not doing it on the lawnmower, just in the car, but it's just nice to see. So I will see you guys next week. Hello, everyone. Now it is actually February 10th. I'm 2 days late, but we were busy all weekend, so now we're doing it today. We are going to make the thumbnail, and actually kind of worked out that we're making the thumbnail today because it's a week from today. So, first, I think I'm going to change my outfit on my phone because I don't think this is going to work for me for the thumbnail. So I'm going to kind of just piece together something, and we'll see how it turns out.
2,000 years later.
Okay, so now let's reset my character. Okay, this is kind of what I did. I used our lawnmower shirt, and then I had these pants and these arm warmers, and I kind of wanted to bring our Valentine's bear because I think he's kind of cute, but he probably won't stay on. But I also wearing this little beret because I tried to make a winter version, and I think green and pink kind of works, because the lawnmower's pink, so it works enough. Now we need to find somewhere good to do this. I have an idea. We're gonna back up, and I'm gonna bring an alt account in, so I can just start spamming screenshots. Alright, let's see if I got a good one. I have like 1,000 here. Alright, in 6 days, we do this. But in 4, I will see you guys again so we can drive the route one more time before we do this. I am getting super excited. This is going to be fun. Hello everyone, it is now February 15th, and this is going to be our last time testing before we actually go live. So we have basically 2 days. Well, not basically. We do have 2 days. And actually, this is being filmed at 1 right now, 1 p.m., and that's when we're going live. So we have exactly 2 days. I am excited, but I'm also nervous because something could go wrong, but I'm not going to think about that because we've planned enough. I don't think anything will. So we're not going to think about it, and we're not going to even, because thinking, put that in our brain, and we don't want to think about that. So we're going to drive our route today, and we're going to drive the route twice. The first time, we're just going to drive it. We're going to drive from here to that school area. And then we're actually going to come back, and we're going to drive it again, but we're going to do the stops. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you guys watch me drive the whole thing. That would take forever. So everything's going to be fast forward. So everything will be super fast. Let's start. Okay, change of plans. I got kicked in the second part. I'm not worried about trying to see go to the landmarks and all our stopping points. We'll have time for that. Plus, we'll just wait. So, I will see you guys Monday for the live challenge. Hello, everyone. It is lawnmower day. So I'm plugged in, so I cannot move around the room, but I'm trying to set up, so if I'm not paying attention, well, that's why. I'm trying to turn a bunch of lights on and turn the TV on so I can watch my video and make sure the sound and everything's good. Hopefully it is. I have my computer. I'm gonna go set up in a minute. I'm trying to keep my phone plugged in until I can generally see that it started, because issue I found with that I have in Greenville is my battery on my phone dies very quick, and that might be our case today. Okay guys, we did it. So it went really well. That planning was definitely worth it. We are going to finish this video. Thank you for watching me plan this. It was super helpful to just do this. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.